Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures at stake. And you'll find, with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place, with love in our soul. And you will find, together we can save it all. And you will find, a place called home, where everyone
32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby.
Guess what? We're full, baby. The WAG is going to go down now. It is. We have our 32 picked, chosen, and told. Welcome to the WAG.
Four, three, two, one.
32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known.
Show up and he'll take care of the rest.
Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby.
We're doing silent form for participants and for the judges. We are only doing 32 waggers this time. We're cutting it, man. So you make pace that cut, then you gotta make the pace first, right?
Have you signed up yet? Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby.
What say you do? 32 only. Sign up ASAP. And what's a genre?
Genre hoedown.
No.
It's what's a genre showdown.
Sign up. A silent forum for participants and for the judges. We're going to do this right this time.
Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to join the What's Your Genre Showdown. Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to join the What's Your Genre Showdown.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the What's a Genre Showdown. I'm Coco Barr.
And I'm Rusty Wilkins. I am the creator of this crazy competition, and trust me, folks, you're in for a wild ride.
We've all heard it before. What's a genre? Does this song fit to a genre? Is genre even a thing?
Well, we're putting that question to the test. We're going to do it with 32 artists, unpredictable matchups, and at the end, only 2 WAG champs.
So here's how it works. Every round, contestants are paired up at random and have 7 days to create something together. And then for the next 7 days, it's time for judging. Our panel of judges scores a song based on 5 criteria: creativity, originality, genre commitment, collaboration, emotional impact, and technical skill.
Now this includes special bonus points for the number of likes. Okay, only to the highest scoring duo will move on to the next round. And just when you think you figured it all out, boom, new round, new partner, new challenge.
That's right. That means contestants need to be quick, creative, and ready to adapt to any genre we throw their way. And for those of you watching, your votes can help decide the winner.
So now whether you're competing, cheering on your face, or just here for this genre chaos that we're bringing to you, you need to buckle up now, because the WAG, the What's a Genre Showdown, starts now.
Will these artists rise to the challenge?
Let's find out. Don't be scared. It's just WAG, baby.
Hello, my waggers and wagettes. I'm your boy, Rusty Wilkins. This is the final episode of the What's a Genre Showdown Winter Series. We're going to find out who won in this one. But first, We all have won. You all have won. All 32 that have gotten into this. You have all accomplished something that most of you didn't think you're going to be able to do. You stepped up to the challenge. We had great jazz. I don't know. I have to call it a WAG track again. We had great jazz tracks. We had amazing funk. We had amazing country songs. Some songs are going to go down in history. We all know which ones. We had some phenomenal headbanging grunge music. We had a lot of amazing stuff that was done this series. I personally want to thank you all for joining. I want to congratulate the winners at the end of the show. But you guys and gals all had a heck of a journey, a hell of a time, and I really hope you all enjoyed what I've created. With that being said, let's recap the What's a Genre Showdown.
Oh, yeah, we have contestant number 7 here, Mayvai Hendrix. Yes, at Mayvai, who are you and where do you come from?
Hi, I'm Mayvai Hendrix, and I come from a place called Denellen, Florida. It's down about an hour and a half north of Tampa in that little area. Very small town, and it's pretty nice and chill and kind of lonely sometimes.
Well, what's your mission then, Mayvai?
My mission. Oh boy. Oh, I have a plan to get with my wife and become a musical family, but my ultimate goal out of all of it would probably be to knock Jimi Hendrix to the number 2 slot from all-time guitarists.
Oh, heck yeah.
Big ambition, I know, but I got the potential, I think.
Mayvai, for your final question, what do you plan on doing after you become king of the WAG?
Well, if I gain enough influence from becoming king of the WAG and, I'll get more people on board with it, I've been trying to float the idea of having a BandLab VST, and it was in collaboration with Tony, to be able to take all the BandLab effects, put them in a VST, an external one, and then be able to bring it into other DAWs so we can actually have all their effects and make stuff that kind of sounds similar to what's going on in BandLab. When you mix DAWs together, you get 2 different tones and mixing gets a little weird. So yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, you heard it straight from number 7, Mayvai Hendrix. Make sure you vote, like, share, and subscribe. Woohoo! Let's WAG it!
WAG it.
Oh, yeah. We have contestant number 16 here, Maria Perdomo. Oh, my goodness. At Maria 1967. Oh, who are you and where do you come from? Tell everyone out there.
Okay, I come from Uruguay, from the city of Montevideo. It's between Argentina and Brazil, on the shores of the Rio de la Plata and the Atlantic Ocean, between Brazil and Argentina. There.
Oh,
It's a little country, not well known, but we are good people and we love what we do. And I'm very pleased to be in WAG, really pleased.
Oh, sounds
And
beautiful, Maria.
representing my country.
Oh,
Because I'm the only Uruguayan in Bad Lab. No, there are a lot of Uruguayans on Bad Lab, but well.
That sounds absolutely beautiful.
It's enough.
Maria, I want to mail myself to you because it sounds absolutely gorgeous where you're at, representing Uruguay. Yes. Oh, Maria, what is your mission?
My mission is to make music and make give the people a message of friendship and love and peace. It's all I want. No, not to do something wrong or bad, just something that goes into the heart of the people, like it goes out from my heart to them.
You are so beautiful. Oh, Maria, for my final question, I have to ask you, what do you plan on doing after you become Queen of the WAG?
Well, I don't know, really. I will shout and scream and yes.
Maria's gonna celebrate.
Yes. I will celebrate a lot and thank all the other contestants. And well, I'll be very amazed if I won. But my only hope is to participate and have fun, and the people that listen my music has fun.
I absolutely love you, Maria. I love you. And you guys are gonna fall in love with Maria. She is number 16, Maria Perdomo at Maria 1967. Go ahead, vote, like, share, subscribe. She's coming to take the WAG. Number 16, here it comes to wagging, baby. Woohoo! Oh yeah, we've got contestant number 6 in the house, Pikachu at MHM_Pikachu. Yes, please tell us who you are and where you hail from.
I'm Pinky, and I come from Indonesia, halfway across the world from Angie. Yeah.
I have to ask, Pinky, what's your mission?
My mission, well, I really want to perform on live stage, and especially I want to perform on live stage with my man and also with my son as a family together, becoming a musician family. And then I also want to travel all around the world and then share our music, to people. That's my mission.
Yay, I got meet Ange. Oh, okay. My final question for you, Pinky, is once you become queen of the WAG, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Oh, there's this one thing that I really want to change in BandLab because this is kind of bothering me, and not only me but also a lot of people. So I want to be able to have a voice to set boundaries, to people to limit how many hashtags that they can use, because some people use too many hashtags that are not even related to the music. So I want to be able to set that boundary so that people can actually listen to what genre that they want to listen according to the hashtag. So yeah, I hope that can happen.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Make sure that you put in for hashtag still suck and vote number 6, Pikachu. This is the WAG. Oh yeah, guess what? We have contestant 13. Yeah, coming to WAG you, baby. It's Static. And I'm not chilling, but I totally am, because I'm waiting to hear, who are you and where do you come from, Static?
Hey, name actually is Sage. I come from Baltimore, Maryland. A little city. Everyone probably heard of it. Totally. Nothing crazy. I'm nothing crazy. Just a guy, just a chill guy, even though I'm not chilling.
I love that. And Sage, let me ask, what is your mission?
That's a real vague answer, though. I feel like no one really is supposed to know what their mission is. No one really knows where they're going, what they're going to end up doing. I feel like if I I really want to say my mission really is to figure out what the mission is, what I'm trying to push toward. I don't want to say, like, oh, maybe the real goal is the friends we made along the way, but no, the real mission, I guess it really is just the journey that you got to take, the steps you got to make.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So now I have to ask this final question now. What do you proclaim to do as your first thing after you become king of the WAG?
Oof. I mean, do I get to make changes to the WAG? I don't think we need to make changes to the WAG, but I mean, probably use my fame to use my numbers to, I don't know, probably get some other names known. I got some other people out there who are too unknown, too many people. They don't, their names got to be known, too many people that deserve to be known that aren't known.
That's right. Be you, be heard, be original, and be there to vote for contestant number 13. Yes, Static, and I am not chilling, but we are waiting for this competition to wag down. We'll see you there. Vote!
And there are our final four.
And what a Final Four. It's been a ride.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not surprised at the four that got all the way through because each round there were hints that they were going to make it all the way.
Every round, the music that each one of them put together, like they all won for a reason and got to the end. I mean, Mayvai freaking with just his guitar playing. He's the next Hendrix, right? He's going to be
he is going to give Hendrix a run for his money.
getting him through, and then his vocals and his songwriting was just phenomenal throughout the entire contest. Structure wise, mind blowing at times. And then Maria just proved so much. She's how many different contests has this woman won?
She's when it comes to Angified, she got the Synth Nation one with Shinji.
So she's coming in here and makes it down to the final after doing hip hop. Oh, is it? She did hip hop. She did was Static in the beginning, which then at the end it's Static versus Maria.
Yeah, I know the irony of like they started together and now they're competing at the end.
Then going against Riven Empire being split up and everything. So
Yeah.
that just makes it for chaos in the end, which that's what it was, metal and R&B, putting that together. And Pinky, we can somebody else jump in because I can go on and on about all of these artists here. Pinky with her, Jesus, I am such a fan of Pinky now. Like, honestly, I didn't know Pinky until the WAG, and I can't believe that I've never heard her. And the creations that she came up with, I mean, first round came out the gate,
Yeah, that was the blues one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put us all in the smoke lounge, Who said it? Jessica Rabbit. I think it was me and Swift was talking about it or something. It was beautiful. First round gave us some amazing music.
Let's also chat about Static's move between genres. There is something to be said for someone who specializes in a particular genre and is able to pivot. And you don't have to be the best at everything. You just have to be willing to try anything. And ultimately, in a contest like this, it takes someone who can put aside their pride in what they do and just do what's needed. I think that Static reminds me a lot, very different artists, very different sounds, but Static's journey reminds me a lot of Nilla's journey from the summer series, where Nilla is full on a hip hop artist. And I had him like, man, he probably wanted to rip my head off by the end because when he was teamed up with me, a pop guy, and he comes in with his first attempt, I go, hey, you gonna be cool doing like 10 more tries so that I can comp these and so that I can add and he was like, yeah, whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever you need. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you create a banger is by being flexible. And Static truly was flexible throughout this contest.
Oh, I'm sure Static learned as much as Nilla did with all the people that he got lucky to collab with. Um, each one of his rounds, he learned a new style. He kind of got mentored in different voices between Matt JH, which I know that particular challenge for Static really got, a new style into his singing.
And what a beautiful thing, even if at the end of the day you weren't in the finals, and if at the end of the day you walk home with no WAG trophy or no WAG glory, the ability to have the luck to be paired with people who are going to push you every round, as opposed to pulling people every round, is truly a blessing in disguise. So the ability to be pushed not only to your limit, but to be driven to level up because the situation calls for it. You don't have a choice but to sink or swim, and Static chose to swim. I mean, that's transatlantic. He really did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And one consistency with all four finalists, they did great with their collaborating.
Yes.
In each round, they collabed the way that you need to for this challenge.
Because collaboration is key.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's a hashtag.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no more hashtags. Pinky said no more.
I know. That's Pinky hasn't won. Okay. There's no winner yet.
The hashtags come to an end. They slow the hell down. Only use the hashtags you need. But yes, I can't say enough about how proud I am of Static throughout this contest. I say a little something in my final speech about it and everything, so I'm not going to go on and on about it. But I am very proud of what he has accomplished and learned in this entire contest. Each one of, I mean, all of the artists, there's no way they didn't learn something. So that right there is a trophy enough,
Considering what I got to hear out of these artists and what I'm used to hearing, each one of them surprised me. I got something out of it because I've heard these artists do styles now that really show them off.
Yeah, I'm always on the hunt to steal the next good idea, right? I mean, producing music is all about stealing things well, and that's just all it is. And the idea that Mayvai can walk in and throw down a really awesome guitar melody, it really pushes me. I may play the keyboards, but it really pushes me to think about my guitar sounds. Like, what does my velocity slide need to be? How does the verse chugga chugga mess with the chorus chugga chugga? I mean, like people like Mayvai or like Pinky when she's doing her runs in the blues, or like Static when he's coming up with his hooks, or even like Maria, who I don't think in any of my scores up to this point, I don't think that she ever had a time where her team scored lower than the other team on the mashups that I scored. I'm not sure, but I don't think up to this point. And
Maria was consistent all the way through.
Yeah. That heartbeat. I mean, you got to have a heartbeat to have life. So, I mean, that's super important.
Well, I think that we should hear what you judges had to say about these last songs.
Well, we've got the 2 tracks. So how about we take a listen to the final 2 songs, and then we'll take a look at the scoring.
All right. Let's hear them one more time, folks.
a moment sprouts thoughts for you. Take me all out, wearing somebody's blade. Gotta make it my day, I'm tired and burning out. Take me on out, wearing somebody's day. Gotta make it okay, I'm tired and burning out. The more that we go, we're falling all into with more of this. It feels like we're cracking a moment, expense thoughts for you. Take me all out, wearing somebody's blade. Gotta make it my day, I'm tired and burning out. Take me on out, wearing somebody's day. Gotta make it okay, I'm tired and burning out. Time let's go, we're falling all into with more of this. It feels like we're drowning, a moment saves stars for you. Take me all out, wearing somebody's blade. Gotta make it my day, I'm tired and burning out. Take me on out, wearing somebody's day. Gotta make it okay, I'm tired and burning out.
I'm screaming in silence, but nobody hears. Floating in shadows, unseen through the years. They paint me a villain, they tear me apart. 'Cause they don't see the bruises inside my heart. They whisper their judgment, but don't know my name. They don't see the struggle, just bury the pain. I'm breaking, but I won't fade away. I won't be a ghost in the twisted parade.
They try to control me, but I won't obey. I've been through the fire, I won't burn away. Holding my breath as I drown in these lies, but I'm breaking free, I can see through the skies. These scars on my body are lessons I've learned. Each one a chapter, and pages I've burned. No more submission, no more regrets. I'm stepping beyond every single trap they set. I've come too far, I won't break again.
Shattered reflections, the past haunts my mind. The scars from the worst, they cut deep every time.
I'm ready to fight. It was a cage. I found the key. They wanted me silent, but no, I won't concede. No more illusions, no more disguise. I'm rising above, and I'm claiming my life. No one saw me at all. Live all again. I won't be the shadow. Won't break under weight. Their chains won't hold me. I'm stronger than hate. Through all the chaos, through all the pain, I'll keep on walking.
Damn, he was so good with this shit. Yeah. Straight out the mess.
So for our WAG round 4, Team 1 mashup, some metal and some R&B. We had Mayvai Hendrix and Maria Perdomo. Now for creativity and originality, gave them perfect 5. Very creative, very original. Doesn't sound like anything I've heard before, so kudos. Now it does come in very R&B-ish, but when the guitar kicks in, I get the metal. For the genre commitment, I also gave them a 5 out of 5. I would have liked to score the genres each individually, but overall, both genres are in here, and that gives them a perfect score there. On the collaboration cohesion, I gave them a 4 out of 5. I do feel like they collaborated, came together, did exceptional. I like the little piano that Maria brings in, and I love the guitar work from Mayvai. On the emotional impact, I also gave them a 5 out of 5. Very emotional. When it gets heavy, it gets heavy. When it slides back into the R&B feel, it gives this nice, softer groove. And moments like this bring out that emotional impact. And for technical skill, I also gave them a 5 out of 5. I mean, this is progressive. It's complex. The mix is amazing. Everything blends together really well. Another great score for them. Almost a perfect one. A 24 out of 25 total.
When we aim to combine what doesn't necessarily fit with ease, we often amplify those things within us as artists that we excel in. Here is no different. It was an odd pairing of metal and R&B that brought us an exceptional track. It's giving POD meets Audio Adrenaline meets Limp Bizkit if they were touring with Savage Garden. The shaker mixed with the hook-style piano gives us that R&B feel, but our track focuses heavily on what I would classify nu metal. I can pick out all the pieces and they mostly fit together for my sensibilities. This is how you kick off the finals. The first thing I love about this track is the wine and cheese pairing of the guitar and the drums. There's something to be said for choosing the right sounds and tones, and in fact it's on full display here. While these things can make or break a track, we're witnessing the culmination of WAG tracks throughout this series, this winter series, and it all comes together in this finals track. Did I expect guitar? Yes. Did I expect snappy percussion? Yes. Did it deliver in a way that elevates this track into the stratosphere? Yes. The second thing I love are the instrumental melodies that find their way woven into the track. whether it's the creepy piano style or the soaring guitar as a standout in the chorus. Then there's the synthesizer that breaks up all the mids with that piercing digital sound that sounds oh so good. All three of these elements and instruments were bringing repeatable, recognizable melodies for the listener to latch onto throughout the track, and it was good. If there's one thing I want you to lean into, it's the commercial sound. You have all the elements, but I want more of going for it. If you're going to give me such a great track, then you need to take it from the 1 yard line to the touchdown. This is the finals. Yeah, it's nitpicky, but the one dissonant piano note and some of the vocal notes that were off key, whether they were saying dissonant on purpose or impurposefully, on accident rather, it just is what it is. There are a few elements that take us out of the track, and a commercially produced and recorded track doesn't take the listener out of the experience they are currently experiencing. In fact, living in the moment is what we bank on in music. A listener is feeling something, big feelings, sad, happy, whatever, but they're feeling them to our music. So anything that takes them out of that experience is a detriment to the sound, and ultimately a check mark against our song. Creativity and originality, 5 out of 5. Genre commitment, 3 out of 5. Collaboration and cohesion, 5 out of 5. Emotional impact, 4 out of 5. Finally, technical skill and quality. That is a 3 out of 5, which gives us a total score of 20 out of 25. Good luck.
So for our second team for our finals mashup, we had Pinky Chew and Static bringing their own approach to metal and R&B. Again, we come in with the R&B feel. I like they chose strings in this kind of mood to bring it in. I like the way she's blending her voice to the music. For creativity and originality, I gave them a 5 out of 5 as well. Very original and a very unique approach. For the genre commitment, I also would have liked to have scored this one separately for each genre, but I do hear the R&B very strongly, and when it does kick into the metal, it kicks into the metal. So I gave them a 5 out of 5. Both genres are in there and in there well. Now for collaboration and cohesion, I gave them a 4 out of 5. They did good. They blended together. There's a few moments in the transitioning that could be tightened up a little bit, but overall, a 4 out of 5 on collaboration and cohesion. It's there. For the emotional impact, I gave them a 5 out of 5. Again, when these transitions happen, when we shift into the metal, it's very emotional. It's very in your face, and it works good for bringing the metal in. The R&B slides it back, smooths you out, and the metal just makes you feel like you're going at 100 miles an hour. And for the technical skill and quality, I gave them a 4 out of 5. Great work. Very complex piece they put together. A few little moments that can be cleaned up or smoothed out a little bit more, but damn near perfect and worth a 4 out of 5 there. Again, one of the best scores that I've had throughout this whole showdown. They totaled a 23 out of 25.
Team 2 in the What's a Genre Finals. All my favorite things about One Republic and Slayer mashed into one track. The digital strings with the very percussion are super reminiscent of early One Republic, while the metal portions of the track are very reminiscent of Slayer and their song Raining Blood. Here's what I didn't know I would get though. Curly, Walking on Air. This is a welcome addition here, and I'm also here for this sound being implemented into this style of music. I enjoy that we also have two different vocalists, keeping things fresh. As a vocalist first and foremost, and then a producer, I hear those kinds of things. I latch on to those kinds of things. Not necessarily words all the time, but definitely sounds. How do you sound together? How do you sound apart? What did you do to create your own personal sound? How do people turn on a track and go, oh yeah, that's Static? The workload is shared, and this is a truly collaborative piece. The first thing I love is the metal drop. Static is giving us the scream-songy style of some metal vocalists, while Pinky's in the background doing her best flyleaf/evanescence. Both vocalists really lean in to meet the genre requirements for this fusion and this round. Pandering is not a dirty word when it produces results like this. The second thing I love is how we're utilizing vocalists as stacks. We get Pinky, and then we get Static, and then we get stacked Pinky, and we get stacked Static, and then we get Pinky and Static. It's a great dynamic build that ultimately brings us to a place that we could consider the mountaintop. While we started with a single vocalist, moved on to another vocalist, sort of intertwined those vocalists, by the end, they are completely cohesive and collaboration is key. If there's one thing I want more of, it's R&B. I'm not getting a ton of discernible R&B elements. Really more pop, less R&B. And when the genre fusion is R&B metal, you really need to lean in. You pandered one way, just go all the way for the other side. Creativity and originality, 5 out of 5. Genre commitment, 3 out of 5. Collaboration and cohesion, 5 out of 5. Emotional impact, 4 out of 5. And finally, technical skill and quality, 3 out of 5, which gives us a total score of 20 out of 25. Remember, both of these scores are in a vacuum. Good luck. For the full written details of your score, reach out to Cocoa Bark and Rusty. They can provide my write-ups for both tracks if you want more insight into your score. Both teams did fantastic, and in fact, I'm not quite sure I could have done any better. In fact, I know I couldn't have, especially with the assignment. The talent on display here is phenomenal, and everyone has even more to offer than what they've put forth for this round. I encourage you to keep accepting contests, deadlines, and guidelines as a way to drive your creativity with gentle parameters that teach you to think not only outside the box, but outside of your normal rhythms, outside of your normal rhymes. Come up with a heart song that is levels above what you've ever done before. And it all begins here at the finals. Great job, teams.
Well, and there's our scoring that we know so far. Russ, you got some insight into those Swift scores. What can you tell me? Because I don't know what they are.
Is Swift here? Didn't he just pop in? I thought he just popped in.
Oh, is that him on the Bryant account?
Yeah, that's Swift.
Hey, Swift.
Because Coco's got his scores.
Oh, you don't even know him yet.
I don't. I know the final video is up next.
You know the results, but you don't know the individual scores.
Oh, Swift scores. Swift is our mystery guest here, you know.
Dadgum.
Well, considering Tatius went and broke it even, which, mine was a 1 point difference, and I was like, I need someone to be the tiebreaker here. Thank God
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
there he
here.
is.
The tiebreaker is here, y'all.
I was going to say, because I went through them and I scored them individually, and then I went back and looked at them and was like, uh-oh. And so I was like, nope, I can't change anything based on how they sound together. They have to be scored in a vacuum. So I left them the way they were, regardless.
Yeah, mine were neck and neck, and if I could have scored the genres individually, because we had two genres, I would have liked to have done 1 to 5 on metal, 1 to 5 on R&B. My scoring would have been a little different, probably even.
Well, Swift, tell us what you got, man, because
Yeah,
we're dying to know.
spot, man.
So I just had some really sour. She want me to try some real sour candy somehow. But
Oh, you got those garbage pail kids?
I don't even know what it was. Like a little strip, a little peach little strip. That's all I want to and everything. But yeah, I don't know what you want to start with.
Just what was your scores you sent to Coco?
Oh man, yes. Because I gotta lean back real quick and look at this because I can't even remember the actual scores.
And I mentioned
I
in my
know ain't
video
nobody.
for any of the contestants watching, Coco has the write up. So if you want the full write up of what I had to say about each track, if you're looking at my number going, wait, that number, the write up's there. There's a reason and a rhyme.
I got you. I also have.
I want it.
So team one. So we clear. Which team is team one? Which track is that?
That's Mayvai and Maria.
Yeah, that was a great track for me. That was a great track for me. I don't know. I felt like they stabbed that one right there in the heart right there. Like they did that one for sure. For me, that was a great one.
Well, and stabbing is good in metal.
Yeah, I mean, like they really captured what was, what was the assignment was. They did exactly what the assignment was, and then not only did they do what the assignment was, but you would think it would be a little bit clunky, but it like meshed well. Like it flowed together. The beat, you know, it was consistent. The beat was consistent, and it wasn't like a bad beat. It was nice, and it was nice and subtle. But the vocals mixed down with it. It was nice. I
Well,
liked it.
and like Rusty says, usually by round 4, there's no clunky anymore. Round 4, you do start to get the like smooth artists that put it together.
What did you Swift? What did you score on?
Yeah, see, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. So, this team one,
And that
we
how
scored.
separated.
I scored all fours.
Oh,
On
4s all the way
team
down.
one, all the way.
Ah,
For me,
Swift is the mediator.
that for me that was like they did it all the way through. But perfectly, I don't know I guess if I could just be like, yeah, 5, 5, 5, 5. But fours for sure.
Well, 5s are tough to give. I mean, I'm like Tatius. I like to give room to grow. So 4 is a nice way of saying, I love what you did, but I feel like you could do more. 5s are tough to give.
I mean, but then it's like you don't want to give a 5 and then it be, you know what I mean? Then you think about it and then be like, whoa, that's not really a 5. What was I on? Some type of high right there or something. But sometimes, it may be a lower number or, any other number you might feel that about. You know what I mean? But
What about team 2?
so team 2, I did uh I did 2, 3, 2, 2, and 4.
We have our answer.
2, 3, 2,
Yeah.
and 4.
Yeah. So I really Let me see. What's the first category?
Metal.
No,
No,
the
I
first
mean
category is creativity and originality.
yeah,
Oh, the criteria. Yep.
yeah, the criteria category. So as far as the creativity, it was something in the very beginning. It may be super duper petty of me, but forgive me. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? Because
He
it
says
just
as he
felt
judges the track.
it,
He's like,
it just felt like something wasn't really quite right. It was like the very first chord. The very first chord was like, oh yeah, this. I, it's like it's not an R&B song, but I'm gonna throw this in there, like a cliche R&B little blim blam right there, a little doo wop. Let me throw that in there just to let you know this is actually a R&B song, even though all of this other stuff happened. But this is an R&B song. I really wasn't feeling that. Then it just wasn't like the person like really in the beginning, Pinky in the beginning is like I never heard her voice unlistenable. Like I never like for me I couldn't listen to that. I couldn't do it. And it was such like a weird moment for me. Like I really love her voice and I feel crazy. I've been trying to talk to her the whole week, like, yo, oh man, what happened? So I could really understand like what really went that, but couldn't I just couldn't understand. I couldn't take the voice and then the pause and then a whole nother track. It
Oh, well,
wasn't like
that's part of the metal side of mashing up. Metal has very abrupt changes sometimes.
okay.
we also had varying thoughts on those transitions on the
Yeah,
first
I,
listen.
I liked them.
Yeah, Tony was pro transition and Rusty was anti transition, and I kind of fall somewhere in between. I think the lack of transition can
Transition.
be a
You know what?
transition,
You know what I
but
think that one is if they had like a scream, some kind of scream in between that
But,
transition
okay, yeah.
to
Something that introduces
metal. You know what I mean? Like if static
the
was
element.
silence gave like a
So some kind of warning that
something.
you're about to change.
Yeah, like and to do it like raise it low and then raise it up and everything as we're going into him. You know, and I think
Well,
that
and you did get that kind of warning on track one. A team one with May's
chugga
track there.
chugga.
Yeah, there's that little chugga chugga buildup, and you know your parts are about to change there.
Yeah, there was some change in that. I mean, overall, that was definitely my least favorite track from the round, and it really kind of disappointed me to have to give out a score like that for two of my favorite artists in the WAG competition. It's crazy.
No, you got
So
to
I'm
score
like,
honest. You got to score honestly. It's
but
good
I
that you
gotta
did.
do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? But I don't want them people to be mad with me, like, oh, you motherfucker, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I personally, I couldn't take the track, and literally, I've never said that about neither one of these artists, any at all about any tracks they've done, any music at all that they done so far in the competition. So I mean, I feel like that's at least
Well,
saying something. You know what I
and
mean? Like,
listening to these different genres, it's as much of a challenge for the judges as it is for the contestants because you're gonna end up listening to genres and music that isn't necessarily your go-to either.
now I'm a judge that can appreciate any type of music if it's good music in my ear. If it sounds good, it sounds good. It don't have to even be English. It don't have to be modern instruments. You know what I mean? That's how we get lo-fi and things like that. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Sometimes it's not gonna always sound good to everybody, even though it is a generally good sound.
Hey, Taste, not to cut you off, but hey, Taste, I think Swift might get a diss track on him from like Pinky or Static.
Is Rolo still
Hey,
in
they
the
gotta
chat?
do what they gotta do, man. You
Oh,
know,
I'm waiting for
this is a game. Like, hey,
Rolo's
this thing is
Tatious track.
Waiting
cutthroat.
for Rolo
This
to
thing is
jump in the
cutthroat.
chat
I
and
know
be
what it
like,
come with.
no, I totally get it. I totally get it. But I mean, you have to score the way you see it, and the way that you see it without you as a variable. I mean, like Tony was basically even, and I
Yeah.
was dead even. Um, and so you were the decision maker
What
on that one.
Ian said, maybe we should see that video now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see the results.
That's why I didn't want to do the video, man, because it's just so much, man. And I didn't want to have to say any of it in a video.
This is the end of the What's the Genre Showdown Winter Series. Throughout this contest, we have had so many amazing songs and groundbreaking genre bending, just greatness. Some of the stuff that we had come out of this, you all should be extremely proud of. Every artist that took part in this, all 32 of you, should be extremely proud of what you have done, created, attempted, and just did. You wagged. You wagged, baby. So, with that being said, let me give a personal congratulations to the WAG, the What's a Genre Showdown Winter Series collab champs. It is number 7, Mayvai, and number 16, Maria Perdomo. Congratulations, you guys and gal have made it through the entire WAG. You won every round. You, with different partners, the creations, the hip hop creations, the grunge creations, the jazz creations, the what has came out. Be very proud of it. We're down to our final two, our last two. We know our winners now, but everybody has won in the WAG. Your collaborations, your connections. That is what the WAG is about. There has to be winners. There has to be a listed winner. But you won. You got in. You completed what your task was. Whether you moved on or not, you still completed your task. So be very proud of what you all have made. Now there is a WAG Top 50 that is on the What's a Genre page, and many of the creations from this series have made it in there. The top 50s for all series. And I want to say very proud of my boy Static. You made it to the end. You're a runner-up. You did great for the son of the creator that came down and freaking did his thing. You did great, my boy. I will say that. I myself will not be hosting the summer series. This will be my first time not hosting, but I will be a participant. I need to see how the gauntlet goes again. So I want to challenge myself. You all have inspired me to challenge myself to get back into my own creation. So we'll announce who the new host will be before the summer series starts. Speaking of the summer series, you can go to at What's a Genre Now, pin post, and sign up for the summer series. You saw what we do during the winter. The summer is just as fun, if not more fun. We'll start on 4th of July, folks. That is when the summer series starts. I again want to tell you all thank you. You have made the WAG what it is supposed to be. I want to do a special thank you to the team, the behind the scenes team. We have Tony, who is an amazing judge and a phenomenal producer and engineer. If it wasn't for him, you would not have seen most of this shit. All right, I want to thank my co-host Coco. I want to thank Angie for the platform, for all the encouragement, for being there and doing what Angified does. I want to thank DJ Tatius. You have really made it an amazing and fun experience with the judging. I want to thank B Swift, Mr. B Dash. Love most of your opinions on this. I loved you as a judge. It was just great. It's great. We had great judges this round, that is for sure. I definitely want to thank all 32 of the contestants, the waggers. You made this what it is. And you made us all so happy and proud in the behind the scenes for what you accomplished. Like I said, whether you moved on or not, you accomplished. So pat yourselves on the back, give a round of applause. In summary, everything's thrown out now, the WAG is over for now. We will be back on the 4th of July. Again, congratulations to Wagger number 7, Mayvai, and Wagger number 16, Maria Perdomo. You guys are collab champs, and you get to hold the title and brag about it all the way up until the next winter series. Maybe you'll get into the summer series. Maybe. Everybody's signing up for the summer series because everybody wants to join the What's the Genre Showdown. Are you going to join? See you on the 4th of July. Your boy Rusty is out.
Oh, it's going to be reborn on the 4th of July.
Oh, congratulations to Mayvai and Maria. You are the collab champs. Missing the poll was we didn't have the poll up. The video didn't come through or something. Pinky, you want to let the
Oh, yeah, by all means, come in.
let the waggers in that are here?
I am so happy the way how it turned out because I always told him that Lovey, you are gonna win. And he was like, he kept saying, no, Lovey, you're not gonna. And I said, no, you're gonna win. And he didn't believe it. And I said, this is it. See, everything just went so well. And I really appreciate the judges. I really am thankful to you, Tony, Tatius, Swift. I'm so thankful for you guys. The scoring, I know that you have put up so much effort on listening over and over again, reconsidering and thinking of how to say it without even I know how it feels, Swift. It's okay. I'm totally cool with
She's cool with you, Swift. You're
I'm
all
glad to
right.
hear that because I
I'm
was
not gonna go
literally trying
roll
to
up.
cut back and just explain
What
some
probably
more.
gonna happen? What probably gonna happen is that Swift probably we should just collaborate doing something.
Yeah,
We should.
for sure.
Oh, we, collaborating with the judges, that's frowned upon. But the series
Only during the showdown. Now that the showdown's done.
Go for it. Shit.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I'm glad it's over though. Like it's so tiring.
It takes a lot out of you.
And for real, it just slinging out. Let's do a collab. That's crazy. It's like I'm not even on that type of skill level. I'm not even on that type of skill level, man.
Well, that's how
do
that's how you build your skills. You take a challenge like this, you're going to come out stronger.
She could do almost anything. Like
yeah.
Just about everything that I've heard is was executed like you've been walking down that street your whole life. You know what I mean?
Well, and like Mayvai said, Riven Empire really has one in this because you've both shown being a part of that consistency all across each round. I mean, he, for my scores, was always scoring top 23, 24s in each round. Same with you, 22s and 23s. You constantly brought your game.
constantly
Yeah, and
playing my favorite
I
song.
get to prove myself too that I'm not only a vocalist, like I've always been like, the only vocalist in the band because like I don't do shit besides just singing. And
Hey,
then
that's some important
Don't do
shit.
shit.
and like I got my son's electronic drum kits back. So from the old house, I'm like I'm gonna start learning real drums now because like you said, Tony, that I have that feel, even
I
though it was
love
just
I
like
love
easy rock.
all the beats in each round. You went above and beyond putting together your beats.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was one part, and I never really even got to get all the way into the other end of the beat with Static on it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Oh, sorry for
his
that.
Oh,
vocals actually went all the way in. Is like it was just for me. It was kind of like it's just something else great he doing. Like didn't expect anything. You know what I'm saying? Different. Like he just got on it. And just did his thing. It's like okay. So, that part was great. They had great lyrics across the board. But, it's just the very thing in the beginning and, a couple of little stacked vocals here and there. But overall, you know, two of my favorite artists made it to the
I
very,
tried
very
my
end.
best. We tried our best, at least.
I
and
mean,
you brought
y'all
the
actually did.
hardcore. You brought the hardcore metal. Tasha's finally explained to me what Mayvai's was new metal.
Yes.
Right.
I'm not
That's
actually
why I
familiar
like
with
it,
new
probably.
metal.
That's probably why I like it.
Yeah, it's softer. Yeah, new
Pinky.
metal is definitely softer. But I'm the type of like the flyleaf type. I'm the Evanescence type, so
Yeah.
I don't really go to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with them. Not flyleaf. I just found like
Well, the
flyleaf.
flyleaf did not
I
escape
grew up with
Tatius's radar.
Avril Lavigne. I grew up with Evanescence. I grew up with Amarante. So like, yeah. What did you want to say, Rusty?
Pinky, I think you and Static have a good song there. If you guys go back and keep messing with
Yeah.
it. Like if Static would go and sing that part about 10 more times and get his voice that right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's talking about persuasive, being persuasive with your son, it's kind of hard. Because
Yeah.
like I asked him to double track his vocals, and I asked him to redo his vocals because his vocals pop. And also he did two tracks actually, and I wanted them to be like cohesive together, although you do two tracks, like
Yeah.
two same words doing back to back, but I want them to be cohesive, like as if you don't hear any different timing,
Right, right.
I want him to redo them, but I don't think he had the time to do it because he said that he had to find a quiet place to scream and all that, and I was like, and then
Yeah.
he cut off his vocals, and then he kind of like did a little surgeries right there, which didn't help much, so I ended up only chose one of his track, and it sounded weird, especially that my laptop was like doing things last week. I couldn't hear it properly because of the starters and the lags. I didn't know what happened to my laptop. I restarted it, and then I also reinstalled the drivers and everything, and it didn't help. So like I knew from the beginning I'm not gonna do well in the mixing because I couldn't do well in the mixing, couldn't hear
Ah.
shit. That what happened. So like from the very beginning up until the end, I was like, oh my god, what's going on with my laptop? And when I moved it to BandLab, it still did the same thing. So I was like, okay, that's it.
Y'all need to call
Like,
that song "A Quiet Place to Scream."
Yeah.
Ah,
a
Yeah,
damn,
quiet
you're
place to
good.
that's
scream. Yeah, a quiet
and
place
that
to
needs to
scream.
be your transition from the R&B to the metal. A quiet place to scream, and just
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Ah,
that.
there
Like
is
yeah.
your
I
right
little
might have to
there.
change some words.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
That would have been
Break.
everything you needed right there. That would have turned, you know.
Transition, yeah.
It changes.
What happened with the I really am like, want to like um what's going on with the intro though right there? Like I don't understand about the chords progression that you said. So if like it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, for me, it's like the, ah,
It's
I,
the electronic strings are clashing with the bass in a way that
like
just doesn't
it's
it
almost like it's the beginning of maybe like a Britney Spears song or something, or like one of those poppy songs from I forgot who.
I was thinking One Republic.
Yeah, I was on the One Republic page, but
Yeah.
the strings themselves were pretty harsh. There was for with nothing else going on, and then when the metal comes in and the vocals come in, there's nothing about the vocals or the metal that screams clarity in the mix. So
Yeah,
when
I
the strings
know.
come in, they sit on like not on top of, but above everything else, and
Kinda,
it
yeah.
makes it sound like they don't belong in the song, even though they could belong in the song with some EQ. But that it's like if you were to take Call of Duty, the video game. It's like if you were to take Call of Duty and like just paste it into a Looney Tunes episode. It's like both things are awesome. One is like iconic and classic, and one is like visceral and graphically, the fidelity is phenomenal. But when you put the two things together, they simply don't make sense unless you change either the fidelity of the Call of Duty or what the Looney Tunes is all about. They don't mix, even though they're both
So they
awesome on their own.
it's more on the EQs and the mixing than
Or to
right?
instrument choices.
Instrument
Yeah.
choices.
It's
Strings tend to want to be up front, and strings tend to distract you from other instruments,
True.
unless they're in the background. There's two types of strings, and those types are meant to be in front. And depending on what you want to actually be in front at that moment, you don't want too many of those strings.
Yeah, super digital sound, which it can absolutely work. It maybe was an incomplete sound selection for this particular track. Rusty, you were going to say something. What were you going to
yeah,
say?
just possibly, yeah.
I was going to say, in that metal R&B song, the Pinky and Static song, you said "A Quiet Place to Scream." Freaking, hear me out. Right in that break right there, if somebody sang that right there, "A Quiet Place to Scream," the lead up to the metal. Remember we were talking
Yeah.
about for the transition.
Transition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he was saying. Exactly what he was saying. Like somebody should say that.
If you
How
say
he was saying it, kind of
right there to where
right at that break.
Yeah,
I think it's a great song.
I think it's a
Well,
great song too.
and the beauty with all these WAG tracks, now that the WAG's done,
Yeah,
these tracks don't have to be a 7 day experiment. Some of these tracks are worth going back and polishing.
yeah, it's your tracks. You make it for the WAG. After the WAG's over, they're all yours.
Yeah.
Not so fast.
No.
All the waggers have signed the contract. We
What?
need we need about 17% to come back to those artists.
Tatius definitely deserves a nickel for that title.
Yeah, I'll take a
But
nickel
I
for every
give you a sneak
50,000
peek
plays.
though. I give you a
Yeah.
sneak peek though. My blues track is gonna be in our album. It's
Yeah,
I
gonna
that
be in the
love
story.
and that is one of the, like, when I'm looking at all the highlights from this whole
yeah,
showdown, that is one of them.
that's a highlight. Of course, our first round country
So
with
like
JH
it
and
Yeah.
was it
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
funny though. Like
Starmy
it was funny
and
though. Oh
Matt.
yeah. It was funny though. Our we got stuck in our album, right? We're making the album. Tony knows about it, and um, we got stuck in the album for like many months, and then so like we decided to like let's just join the WAG contest then. So yeah, we joined the WAG contest, and then after the blues track, and then after the what was that the third round, and then we were talking about the album again and what's the story is gonna be, and then suddenly we came up with this idea, that it can be in the album. We got stuck in the story, and now we have a continuation of the story, and then it just flows really smoothly to like maybe like halfway through the album, right, Levy? because our album is gonna be like 120 minutes long. It's a one full
Ambitious.
That
movie.
song kicked off the next 4 songs.
Yeah, it's one full movie, and it's totally awesome. It's gonna be it's gonna be a surprise.
May
Isn't it nice when the story practically tells itself?
Mayvai, welcome. Congrats on winning, becoming one of the.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hell yes, get me that BandLab VST.
I'm gonna
Yes,
try.
please. I want
Yeah.
the one. Oh,
Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try.
yeah,
How do you feel now that you won the WAG?
I can breathe. It's over.
Well, you can exhale now.
I think I put like 80 to 120 hours on each song. And
he is
a
a
lot of time.
hardworking guy.
It shows on the songs.
He always does his best.
I've never had to put songs together that quick. Mine take, normally, 2-3 months, and then I'm done with it, and I can put it out.
Well, and normally you don't want to rush yourself when you're trying to make the masterpiece. The beauty of this challenge is all about like getting out of the comfort zone box and dealing with deadlines, dealing with mystery partners and collabs.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've also learned from this WAG that it's helped my workflow a lot faster. So it's definitely gonna be nice going
the
forward.
faster you can get to 80%, the better, because it truly is that last 20% that takes all the time. So the faster you can get to 80, the better. With that being said, congratulations, Mayvai, Pinky, awesome job, Static and Maria as well. I'm going to leave y'all for the night.
Have a nice Sunday tomorrow.
Well, thank you for everything you've done.
Appreciate your
I
advice.
appreciate all your advice. Yeah.
It is
Two
my
things
pleasure.
I love and one I want to see more of is Mortatious.
To the left.
And I still want to collab with you, dude. So don't run anywhere too far. I'm coming for you.
Or that collab, man. All you gotta do is shoot it to him. I already know he's gonna be done in 30 minutes.
No, I got a couple of piano ones that I've been cooking for you.
I'll periodically check my inbox to see when they show up. Thanks, guys.
Oh, period. Okay.
Have a good night.
I gotta like hit you on certain days. Have a good night, Tatius.
Before the door shuts all the way as Tatius exits, I'm going to be exiting also. But I want to again congratulate you, Mayvai and Maria. You guys did amazing I say amazing a lot throughout this whole contest. I realized that in all my recordings.
Well,
But
that's how you feel.
that it is. I've been amazed this entire contest, especially from the 4 that made it to the end. But with that being said, again, you hold the title until the Winter Series. The next
I'm
one,
happy with that. Yeah.
the Summer Series sign up, you know where it's at. It's at What's the Genre on
I might take you up on that too.
Anybody can go and sign up for that. We start on the 4th of July.
That's awesome.
Push the Winter Series. Let everybody know what we do, and we'll be back on the 4th of July. Independence Day, WAG Day.
Oh, yeah.
July. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to start a fight.
Well, you better have some fireworks if you're going to start then.
Start off with some fireworks.
But see you all again soon.
Thanks, Rusty. Bye.
Thank you, Rusty.
Great showdown.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Swift.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you,
Thanks,
Swift. Yeah. Awesome.
"32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby."
But guess what? We're full, baby. The WAG is going to go down now. It is. We have our 32 picked, chosen, and told. Welcome to the WAG.
Four, three, two, one.
32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known.
Show up and he'll take care of the rest.
Don't be scared. It's just the WAG, baby.
We're doing silent form for participants and for the judges. We are only doing 32 waggers this time. We're cutting it math. So you make pace that cut, then you gotta make the pace first, right?
Have you signed up yet? Do it. Don't be scared. It's just the WAG, baby. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just the WAG, baby.
What say you do? Now, Joe.
32 only. Sign up. ASAP.
What's a genre?
And what's a genre?
Genre hoedown.
No. It's What's a Genre Showdown.
Sign up. A silent forum for participants and for the judges. We're going to do this right this time.
Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to join the What's Your Genre Showdown.